SwayamPrabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Mobile, I can put it here.
Yes.
Let me see, is it? It's off.
Okay,
Off
sir.
means no sound will come.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir. Let me just. Yeah, video is coming. I need to.
Oh, this is an old one.
Yeah, like a lag of 20 to 25 seconds will be there, sir. Here, I wanted to check whether our audio is working correctly or not, sir. Yes, sir. Audio is also working, sir. So you can start, sir. Introduce yourself and then you can start, sir.
I can just say and then. Okay.
Yes, sir. So
सबको
camera and microphone is connected. Yes.
सबको मेरा नमस्कार and I welcome all of you to this live interaction about the course Introduction to Ancient Indian Technology. And if you are having some questions, then I would like to answer, and we can have also some discussion if you want to have. And but the please, the question related to the how to memorize, how to remember the thing is not really thing what I would like to answer, because that is a technique which each individual will be having different way of doing it. And but however, if there is a technical questions and which is related to this ancient Indian technology, and I can try to answer and we can have a discussion. Thank you very much. Any question, please? Is there any question? I can discuss
Not yet, sir.
something.
Not yet, sir.
Okay.
I just posted asking them to post the questions without delay. So let's see, sir. And if you would like to discuss meantime that one also. You
That
can,
question, okay.
Yes.
But whether you will be listening or not, that person who is has given question,
What's it?
whether you will be listening.
Even if he misses no, this video we will
Video.
post it in the.
So
post
one
videos.
question has come from Rim Jim Deka, and it is quite an interesting question. And his question is: interconnection of tanks in ancient India were underground or overground? I personally feel that it might be underground, but for that one has to dig out the evidence whether it was underground or not. And if we want to implement this idea today, I would definitely suggest to have underground connection of the tanks, because of fact that we can have technology today And we need not to use plastic pipe, which is spoiling the soil and water and whatnot. Rather, we can use the earlier technology of using terracotta pipes or the baked mud pipe. We are having that technology in ancient India, which is very eco-friendly and durable. So therefore, I would like to prefer that. But however, we need to look at more evidence to prove that whether it was underground or overground. And also there are several other ways one can implement it even today using the ancient technology. As I have emphasized in my course, that ancient technology are not only eco-friendly but inherently sustainable. That is the beauty of ancient technology, which is not the case with most of modern technology being driven by the market forces, not by the people. I hope I have answered the question. If you are having more to discuss, please, you can answer. You can ask some questions on it and we can discuss it. Thank you. And one person has asked, Yaswant Patel, who says, why are ancient Indian science and technology relevant today? I have discussed this in the very beginning of this lecture. And let me tell you very succinctly that it is very relevant today because of fact that technology today, so that we can not only save our life and lives of animals, insects, even other living beings on this beautiful planet. When I'm saying modern science and technology has spoiled the thing, I'm not saying science and technology are irrelevant. Those are very relevant, but the philosophy of the science is also equally important as it is the software part. And that has been distorted and spoiled by the Western philosophers, and therefore we are in deep trouble. And if you look at our ancient culture and tradition and scriptures, you will find it has been enshrined in various ways how to live a life in with the relationship with the mother nature. That is important. And I hope I have answered your question. And if you want to ask further, you can have. Yaswant Patel, are you listening this? Uh,
Yeah, he replied, thank you,
okay,
sir.
fine. So let me go to the next question. Armila Sukla was asked, what is the education system in ancient India? Actually, ancient Indian education system was quite good in the sense that it is not hankering after the people to with a fixed syllabus. Each individual is different by nature. We cannot have the same syllabus and same kind of teaching methodology and learning methodology for all the people. So it is a very humanistic way of imparting education to the students or the young people. And but modern education system is mechanical in nature because it is trying to prepare the workers for the industries rather than creating people for the society, which is important. So, and make them human being, and then of course inculcate the qualities and such that we can realize the potential lying within ourselves. And our scripture says that each individual is having infinite potential as being propagated by Swami Vivekananda. It is basically from Vedanta. So therefore, our education system was very good. I am in the process of writing a book on that. I have renamed it as a basically humanistic education, and that is the amalgamation of the ancient techniques and the ancient thought processes and with the modern outlook. So I hope I have answered your question, and if you are having doubt, we can have a discussion on it. Applications, Yasan Patel has asked, what are the major application of agro textiles? If you look at agro textile, can be used in various places. For example, storing of the food or the seeds, or we can do that. And that is a beautiful system which was prevailing earlier days, so that the insects won't spoil the wheat, ragi, and the rice and the thing. And today we don't have that techniques. We use it. We use chemical to avoid the spoiling of our the seeds. And beside this, agro-textile is agro-textiles can be utilized in making also for building construction. This is known as geo textiles, right? And which was started in India, according to me. And beside this, there are several places for even houses, for your making houses, and wherever you can fill up using, you can use that. And if you look at earlier days, people were using, they were knowing how to make out of bamboo, jute, and then several others they were using. But unfortunately, it is just going out, and the plastic has taken over, which is really poisonous, and it is creating havoc not only for us, for time to come in future. So therefore, and even for making ropes and several other places, it can be utilized. That depends on the imagination of the person and also how it can be used. Thank you very much. Next question has come from A.K. Srivastava, something about ancient Indian aerospace technology. Actually, there is a controversy about this aerospace technology. Unless otherwise proved, or we understand that concept, I would like to not answer this. However, there is a scriptures about it, but we do not have enough knowledge to interpret those things. So my suggestion would be, all of you, please learn Sanskrit and look at those scriptures and try to see whether we can decipher something and work. And once we work and establish, then we can talk about it. We should not talk about it very loosely. Are you getting a point? People always think, oh, Puspak Biman, other things. It might be there. I'm not denying it. But unless we are having some evidence and way of doing it, we'll definitely digest ourselves for making any comments on that. But please don't take that we were not having anything. We might be, but we'll have to prove, right? And we'll take it as a challenge for doing in future. Okay. So I hope I have answered your question to the best of my ability. And if you have any, okay. In Arima Suklas asks, which age children start their studies in ancient education system comparing to the modern education system? See, the ages are different for different kind of people they want to make or they want to develop themselves. However, what one sloka says that one should send at the age of 8. That is a uh, minimum age at which a child should be sent to the school for formal education. And the way we are doing, and we are sending the children to the school for formal education at the age of 2.5 or 3 years. According to me, it is a national crime. It is a crime against the children. And we must stop this thing because the mind won't be developed in a natural way. The creativity, which is the our birthright as a human being, is getting spoiled. So therefore, my humble submission to all of you, please think about your future generation, and then we should stop this sending to school the children, stop sending the children to the schools at the age of 2.5 and 3. They can learn a lot in the around the environment there itself, and that is a natural way of developing the mind. So therefore, I would suggest that at the age of 7 or 8, we can send children to the school for formal education. Thank you very much. I hope I've answered your question. And A.K. Srivastava asked, the Indians were master battlers in ancient time. How much intricate science was developed in those days, those times? Yes, you are right. We are very good in metallurgy in ancient time, and there is no doubt about it. But the science, the way we are learning in a mechanical way, was not really very much reflected in the evidence what we are getting. But according to me, they were very practical people. They know, they were living with the science. They're not studying as a getting certificate. So there is a lot of things they learn, and they might have passing from one generation to another generation in a very congruent manner, but we lost that due to the 1,000 years of invasion. And now, of course, we can relook at it and how to revive that culture of transferring the knowledge from the one generation to another, which is practical in nature, not only just theory. But having said this thing, I'm not denying theory is not required. Theory is also required, and we should both should go hand in hand. And but however, in our modern education system, we are not allowing the student to conduct experiments themselves and committing mistakes and learning from out of it. And that should start from the childhood itself. So that is essential for us to revive our education system, and also we can excel in our engineering provided we do that. So, definitely there is some knowledge of science was there, but we some evidences we do get about in the some form, but not in the form what is available today in our what you call textbooks and other things. And keep in mind that science was not compartmentalized as it is today. It was a part and of parcel of human life, and it was being professed by them in solving their problems. And today the science are being concepts of science are there in books, not with the people. And if it is there something, that knowledge, it is only with the some few people who are trying to do something. So I think I have answered. Let me now move to another question. The house construction technique you explained in your lecture is viable in today's environment, and all houses have large wheat wall, and how can it be constructed in scarcity of land? See, you are right that those things were very thick wall, and then also is difficult to have that land crisis. But however, one has to look at also that the positive part of that. We need not to copy the same ideas. What we need to that, we'll have to learn the basic tenets of the technology. That is eco-friendly. That is the locally available materials are being used. Those are sustainable. And we'll have to redesign keeping those concepts and this thing. And beside this, it's not that we all people need not to live in the what you call concrete houses what we are building, spoiling the mountains. We may go back to some houses using textiles and other materials and going for a high storied building. Maybe it is possible. One has to innovate and rework that. We cannot copy those technologies today. We'll have to research and find out the better ways by keeping the what we call basic principle in mind. So, Amit, are you happy with this question? You are satisfied with this answer? What I have discussed? Next question we got from S1 Patel, who says, is Sanskrit really suitable for AI language? As NASA scientist Rick Briggs written a paper supporting Sanskrit, so is the Sanskrit really used for speech therapy nowadays? Uh, uh, I'm very happy that you are aware of the paper written by Rick Briggs about the Sanskrit being used as a language for AI. But I feel that I'm not a qualified to answer that question because I do not work on artificial intelligence. Yes, as a language, it looks to be good, but more work has to be done. And but I can say that Sanskrit is a very beautiful and scientific language, and all of us should try to learn. Even at this age, I am trying to learn Sanskrit through Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita is a beautiful scriptures what we are having. I would urge upon all of you to learn Sanskrit through that, because I am doing that. Of course, I am not very good in Sanskrit, but however, I am trying to do it. So, and also a lot of scriptures are still available in Sanskrit about the ancient science and technology and also other fields. Although lot of scriptures are being spoiled due to the invasion, being burnt out and then thrown to the Ganges by the people ignorant about its utility and importance. But still, whatever the being left, it's enormous, and we should relook at our Sanskrit and also the scripture to unravel how to live a life with a purpose, and such that we can be progressive and then develop as a good human being, not only for our country, for the world. Thank you very much. Next question has come from Arima Sukla. What are the ways to transport heavy load from one place to another? This is a very good question, particularly in ancient time, because how they were really shifting the very huge stones and from one place to another to make temples and to palaces and other things. That is really, one has to look at it, what they were doing, and also to a very height. If you go to any old temple which were built maybe 1200,000 years back, and how they were transporting the large stone to a very higher heights. So that is also a very important thing. But there are several theories, or the not theory, rather it is several explanations have been provided, but it is more research is to be found out. What one way of might be doing, they were using elephants for transporting those stones. But then question arises, what will be friction, what are the things? There are several things are coming into picture. The another related question might have come to your mind, at least to some of you. How are they cutting the stones, right? I think I have discussed little bit in my lecture, but there is more to be unraveled for how they were doing, because that is not really known much about this, how they're making all those things, how they're transporting the heavy load from one place to another, and maybe by some leverage mechanism, maybe by uh, force of being applied by the elephant or the horses, or maybe uh, bullocks, right? So there might be, these might be the ways. I don't know whether there will be some kind of a mechanical mechanism which might be used. There is no evidence for that till now. If some of you could get, let me know. Thank you very much. Arima, is it you are satisfied the answer what I have given? Okay, Arima, let me try to answer again so that you can understand. One way of transporting heavy goods means what? That is the question. Suppose, let's say you want to build a temple, you will have to take or transport the stones from mountain to the place where you want to build the temple. Or there was a cannon which were to be transported right, from one place to other. Let me first answer these heavy things which are being transported. What people are inferred that elephants, uh, the horses, and the bullock, these three animals were used to pull it with the ropes and other things, maybe some kind of leverage mechanism like mechanical system might be there, and it might be with the rollers what we use even today. For example, if I am having a pipe or a round surface, and then I can give so that it will be easily done, and I can use a iron rod of very large diameter so that it can be pushed. So these are the techniques what we can feel that to transport the heavy items or the goods to be done. If you are thinking of goods like your anaj or the wheat, rice or ragi or something like that, then it has to be packed and then in a sack, and it will be transported by bullock cart. That I have also seen in earlier days. People were using bullock carts. So these are the things what I could like to answer, which are coming to my mind. And is it okay with you, Arima? As there is no question left for answering the thing, I would like to uh, request and urge upon all of you to look for this ancient science and technology, whatever we are having in ancient days, and let us now study further and also do some research on it and adopt some of them to for solving our present problem. So if some of you are interested, you can contact me. I'm trying to connect the people across the country for reviving the tenets of the ancient Indian science and technology, and let us save our country from the uh, problems what is created by the blatant misuse of present science and technology, or the modern science and technology, so that we can really do good not only to our country, for the entire world. So Arima is again asked, apart from this, how people join to use stones in places of temples so they have survived more than. Yes, this is a very interesting question, what Arima asked. And there are various ways of doing that. One and one way of doing is that you can have a joint, so that mechanical joints, T and nut and several joints being used. I have discussed, maybe not in your lecture, it is coming off in SwayamPrabha TV, and you can watch it maybe. And that is one way of. They were using also the lime pest like mortar, right? That is another way what people have used. There is another way they have used iron for joining the stone. They are having several experiment people have done in our country. Don't think that they were just copying and pasting. No, they were also experimenting, finding out new ways of joining the huge stones. So these are and several other methods also people use. That is another way of using the load itself, the join. If you go to particularly south, the pillar temples, 1,000 pillar temples and other thing, you will see that it is really beautiful done by the load and also the socket joints, right? So therefore that is there. Okay. I think you can explore further and find out more ways what I have mentioned to you. Thank you very much. Uh, yes, Arima Suklas told that if you are interested to look at theoretical part, like desktop research kind of thing, you can come to me. I will be helpful. But if you want to have a practical things, right? That is one what I am looking for it, so that we can implement some of the things. And for that, I think I'm afraid not many places is there, but some people are claiming that they are doing. And some university like your Dev Sanskriti University in Haridwar, and they are claiming. But how good, how bad it is, one has to go and experience or find out from other sources. And other is your there is a university in Pune. I'm not remembering that name, but it is about the science and technology in ancient days. They do. And if you are interested about architecture, there are several places still people are doing. That is another way of that. In south particularly, even in Odisha and other places, there is tapatis. Still they are doing that. One can get some training or intensive there itself. So these are the things I can say at this moment, and maybe later on, if you are interested, I will find out some more information about it. Arima, is it satisfied? Are you satisfied with my answer? The last question what you asked? For contacting me, you can note down my mail ID. One is Misra, MISHRA at iiitk.ac.in, and other is dpmishra iitk@gmail.com. Okay, let me repeat my mail ID. Uh, Misra, MISHRA at iitk.ac.in. The other mail ID is dpmisra iitk @gmail.com.
Sir, can we type it, sir, so that
You can type.
yes,
You can type. That will be better.
yes, sir.
Oh, it is here.
Yes, sir.
I okay, I can do that. Okay, I got it. Will it go directly? I'll have to
Yeah,
send.
you have to send, sir. That's all, sir.
DP. Okay, AK Srivastav, I will try to maybe make a course on turbomachinery in future, but it may take more time because I am having several other works to do. So thank you very much for the suggestion. Let me give another information about ancient science and technology. We do conduct seminar every year on this ancient Indian science and technology, and next one is going to happen in 2nd November in IIT Kanpur. So if some of you are interested, you can join that.
So can we post any relevant link to that, sir, so that
We can.
yes, sir.
No, link is not there. But
Okay, sir.
suppose I can post my Awake Mother India.
Yes, sir, definitely. Yes, sir,
Okay.
you can post
And
it,
you
sir.
can. Is it okay?
Yeah, fine, sir.
And you can see my other work, which is for our nation, in which you can also see ancient Indian science and technology. The link I am giving you here. Awake mi .weebly.com, and this is related to Awake Mother India site. And when you go there in the link, you can see that also another website for our ancient Indian science and technology.
So you want to showcase it, sir, to the students? We can show also,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So
Yes,
that
sir. Yes.
that will be interesting,
Yes,
and
sir.
I don't know how.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Let me just copy this.
But but you can connect to that.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
we
it has
can.
come now.
Yes, sir, we can connect, sir.
Okay. So let me, can you please see that this Awake Mother India website, and you can go to here in the links. In this, you can see Ancient Indian Science and Technology. And you can look at the seminar last year we had conducted, 2nd November 2018. And this time, we are also going to conduct on 2nd November 2019. That is the 8th National Seminar on Ancient Indian Science and Technology. So, if you want to look at also like other things, we are working on humanistic education, and there is a, as some of you told, that when we should send the children to the school. For that, I'm working on that Bachpan Bachao Abhiyan. You can visit this website. Which
Can we
they
check,
will
sir,
be looking
whether
at. Well,
it
let's
is
check.
working or not, sir?
Let's check which one it will be.
1 second, sir.
But there's a lot of things I don't know. It's coming here.
Yeah. So you can explain to them from the beginning, sir. Just now,
Achha, okay,
this
fine.
is, yeah.
So, as I told that this is about your Awake Mother India group. It's a group of energetic, positive and passionate people who aspire to rejuvenate our nation, Mother India. You can read a lot of things are there, but what will be, I would like to show you that about ancient Indian science and technology. We are, when you go to the link and click here, you will get, and when you will get into this ancient Indian science and technology, you can get this website and you can explore various things here. Some of the books and resources are also might be given, like these are the books. Of course, the new one is not being uploaded, and there is some projects we would like to undertake also, like engineering and technology behind ancient temple, irrigation dam construction analysis, and other things. And so, as some of you were asking about this education, let me show you that what we are having website where we are thinking about how to make humanistic education system, and also we are talking about humanistic science and technology. So as some of you ask about the when we should send our children to the school for formal education, and I'm averse for sending the children at the age of 2.5 or 3 to the school for formal education, and as a result our children are getting spoiled in the process from the point of no return. And so therefore we will have to work for reviving our tradition of sending children in at the age of 7 or 8. Earlier days it was 6, but it is better to go for the 7 or 8. Of course, this is a debatable. We can think of which is good for the children. So we'll have to do have any other questions related to ancient science? We can uh, try to discuss that.
No questions, sir.
No question.
Yes, sir.
Just you can say something.
So So can we end the session, sir? Since
We
there are
can
no
end.
questions.
There's no,
Yes,
you
sir.
can just put it that we are going to end.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then examination is there, sir. Would you like to?
Okay. Best of luck for your examination, and keep in mind that examination is not that important because it's not really a course what um, really a part of your curriculum. But however, you should enjoy and appreciate the ethos what our ancestors were having, making the technology and also the developing very good science in ancient time. So you please enjoy the things and you don't worry too much about the marks. If you get, it is good. If you don't get, don't worry, because this is not a part of your course curriculum. I guess so. Till now, it is not a part of any course curriculum in India, according to best of my knowledge. If some university is having, it is okay. But we would like to introduce that in various places. I am trying my best in be a part of curriculum. And thank you very much. Best of luck for your upcoming examination. Thank you, and best of luck for your life. And I would urge upon you to contribute and revive the and rejuvenate the knowledge system which was prevailing in our India, in our country, and we definitely will do well being a part of a glorious country that is our mother India. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's okay, I think.
Yes, sir.
It's about people are worried about exam. I know. This is not a part of curriculum.
Yes, sir.
Why you are worried? Just
Yes, sir.
of course.
Just stop the stream, sir.
Stop.
Just-
Oh,